face, buddy. So this is what they look like now.
Wait, can I show the picture?
Don't touch me. Where is it? Where is it?
Daddy, I want to film something over there.
I don't want you carrying it just yet, but I don't want you to drop it. This is your one chance. You drop it, girl. That's it.
Hey.
You hold it. That's the button to press to record. It's recording right now.
Say hi, buddy. Hi. Hi, everybody. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da.
Wow, don't pull it apart. Because you can't trust it.
It's raining?
Yep. You need your jacket? Do you have the jacket?
Yeah.
Is it in the book bag? So we just got to Tegan's school and we just wait for carpool to start.
Hi, everybody. My name is Tegan.
They already know your name, girl.
Okay.
Alright, so just dropped Tegan off at school and now my day essentially gets started again. I always use the time when I drop her off to listen to this great YouTube channel that I found. It's called Grace for Purpose. They post daily devotionals and then they have a prayer at the end. And 9.8 times out of 10, that is what I listen to as soon as I drop her off. And then if I don't listen to it then because somebody called me or something, then I'll listen to it after I get off the phone. But I found that listening to those devotionals earlier in the day helped me to kind of set my day right. Getting up at 4 a.m. is difficult when you think about it, but especially when my schedule is packed with illustrations and stuff, it's essential because once I'm helping get the kids ready, once I'm getting the kids to school, and once I get back home, I feel like I'm very limited in the time that I have, especially because I want to find time to eat and I want to find time to work out and I need time to recover from the workout. And so I don't like my work schedule being divided up. And so I love working in the morning when everybody is asleep because it's perfect. There's no distractions, there's no noise, it's peace, and it's just been so beneficial. So getting up at 4, I'm used to it now, to the point where my nose is itching, to the point where like on the weekends my body still wants to get up early. Now it's not getting up at 4, but typically my body will want to wake up at like 7 just because that's what my body is used to. And so yeah. But right now, Tegan just got her spacers for her braces yesterday. She goes back next week to get an expander. Her top row of teeth is like, the way that it's growing in is not gonna be good. So we went ahead and got her braces just on the top. And she got her space. She got the braces maybe like 2 weeks ago, and she got spacers yesterday. And then, like I said, she'll go next week and get her expander. But since she got her spacers yesterday, she's kind of limited on what she can eat, because typically the kids have an afternoon snack in school, and so we pack that in her book bag separate from her lunch. And then her school gets out much later than Carter's, so I bring a snack with me for her to eat in the car on the way home. And the majority of the snacks that we have are all harder snacks like graham crackers or bunny cookies. She has raisins, but raisins are sticky, and right now they told her that she doesn't need to be eating anything sticky or tacky while she has the spacers, just so she doesn't like pull them out, because the spacers are rubber. It's much different than when I had my braces years ago. I had metal spacers, but the lady said that those are typically used for people who have tight teeth, which I absolutely have tight teeth, because as of right now, I still have all my teeth, all my wisdom teeth. So every tooth that I'm supposed to have, I still have it right now. So flossing for me in general is really difficult. So I'm headed to the grocery store right now to go get her a few cups of yogurt to kind of get her through the rest of the week, because today is Wednesday. So that give her teeth some time to get adjusted to the spacers. And then next week we'll figure out what we're gonna do for those first 3 or 4 days of the week for the afternoon snack purposes. But I'm doing my best to film a day, a full day. I mean, it's only 9 o'clock. So I feel like I filmed a lot. I bought this camera, bought this DJI Osmo Pocket 1. I got it off eBay, but it was brand new. But it's just not been filming the way I needed to. When I looked up why, they said it was an issue with, they said it could be possibly due to the memory card. So that's the last thing I gotta do, is buy a memory card for it. And if that memory card doesn't work, I'm sending it back and get my money back. I'm definitely not buying one of those new Osmo Pocket cameras. Those things are like $700. Like, I'm not about that life no more. And I think with the tariffs, they've gone up. So if this Pocket 1 doesn't work, I'm gonna be using my phone and my my Nikon. I think it's a Nikon. Is it a Nikon? What kind of camera is that? Lumix. The Lumix. It's a Panasonic. So yeah. Go head into this grocery store, heading to Harris Teeter, get her 3 cups of strawberry yogurt, and head on home, get back to work. It's a very rainy day in Charlotte. It's been raining for like the past 3-4 days. Like, we definitely need it. Our garden is loving it. Definitely got to take y'all out there so y'all can see how the garden is looking. So yeah, I'm gonna be checking in with y'all real soon, pulling in now. Come on and sing the books of the Bible. Come on and sing along with me. Come on and sing the books of the Bible. I'm trying to learn all the books of the Bible in order. So I found a video for kids that goes over. Y'all like my new hoodies for my business? I like these. I love it. But I found a little kid song that goes over the books of the Bible in order with a catchy beat. And so I've been listening to that to learn the books of the Bible in order. Because as an adult, I just kind of feel like you should know the books of the Bible, Travis. All right, let's get in the store. It's raining. She wanted the kind you can just sip on, so she got her some of these. Yeah, I know we do mostly organic, non-GMO in our house, so we're doing our best to make good choices health-wise. I mean, so much trash out here. Almost like set. Why are y'all sitting so far back? What bothers me, side note, is when people are waiting at a red light and they're waiting like 2 cars back from the line, why don't people understand you're supposed to be at the line so the sensors know that there's a car there so it can turn the light for the rest of us? Because I'm sitting all the way back here wondering, are we even gonna be able to make a left turn because y'all not at the line where the sensor is? I'm tempted to go around this car because what are we doing? All right, it's 9:16. I'm not gonna wait much longer. I'm probably about to go around now. Because who is up there and why are we sitting so far back? I can't even tell. I'm sorry, I completely stopped my whole train of thought because I'm trying to figure out what is happening. I'm about to get over in this other lane. I'm gonna go up and make a U-turn because what are y'all doing? Like, look at how far back they're sitting. And the line is all the way up there. That light is never gonna turn green. Can y'all see them? They are still just sitting there. Those people are not gonna be able to make a left turn because that truck is sitting 3 cars back from where it's supposed to. I'm gonna be able to make this U-turn before they even make that left turn. Watch. They are still sitting there because that truck is sitting all the way back. That is crazy. They might need to check on them. Hopefully they haven't died. Sorry, I am so sorry. This is my mom calling me. I'm gonna talk to y'all in a second. It's 11:13. Sleep. The desire for sleep is starting to set in on me. Still been working. Trying to figure out exactly what I want to watch. Oh, that felt good. Trying to figure out what I want to watch while I work. But yeah, so this is when it becomes a little bit difficult because the Sandman is like, let's talk. But on days when I get to this point, I just try to push through. Get my work done. I've actually done more than I needed to today. So the thing about working for yourself, especially in the sense of being an illustrator, freelance illustrator, because I'm essentially in control of the projects. You know, I'm not reporting to anybody outside of the particular client that I'm drawing pictures for. I essentially make my own illustration schedule, meaning like I choose which part of the book I'm going to illustrate on which day. And the advantage to that is, you know, I can say, all right, well, today, like for example, Wednesdays, I'm going to take a break for the rest of the day until 2:00, and then I'm gonna start back working just to give myself a mental break or to give myself, you know, some time, because maybe I have 2 current books that I'm working on right now, just as an example. I have 2 books that I'm working on right now. I did work for the other client Monday. I finished something on Monday and sent it off to be approved. With that particular book, I can't move forward in the book until what I sent off was approved, because we're in the early stages of that book and the character development part. And they already approved what the characters were going to look like in black and white, but I need them to approve what the characters are going to look like in color, because if they don't like the way I did the color, that kind of messes up the vision that I have for the rest of the book. And also the other thing about this particular project is going to span until November. So it's May, that's what, 6 months or so. So that's 6 months to do a book that I typically do in 2 months. So once I get the approval on the color, I can speed through the book like that, but I'm not going to be able to because we're spreading the time out over 6 months. Most of the books that I do, I'm finishing like 2.5. And the current client that I'm working on right now, we've been working on her book since 2023. I had the harebrained idea, and the good thing is I'm talking about this and it's waking me up, so that's good. I had the idea to allow people that year in 2023 because I was, in a sense, maybe out of a little bit of desperation, to just wanting a project to work on, needing funds because I had left teaching by that point, that I said, and we can work it out that you can pay per page for the book. Big mistake. We'll never do it again. Advise against any artist ever doing that. And I literally allowed her to pay per page instead of by the project. Everybody now pays by project. So they do like a deposit, which is a certain percentage of the whole invoice and yada, yada, yada. But for her, I said she could pay by page. And when she paid by page, it was the slowest process ever. And my friend calling me. Let me call y'all back. All right, so it's 2 o'clock. 1:59. If y'all don't know anything else about me, know that I am a scheduled person. I like to have a schedule. I need a schedule. The schedule helps me to function and all of that good stuff. So when kids are in school, not today, Ashanti. Excuse me. I'm leaving my house 2 o'clock sharp, so that I can get to my daughter's school at a reasonable time, so that I can be where I want to be in the carpool line. My daughter's school is a lot later than what I would really like. I would love for school to get out an hour earlier. That would be like ideal. That's the only thing about my daughter's school that I don't like. She's at a magnet school, but it's just that it's so late. I can't stand that it's a late school. Carter got into the school as well, so he'll be joining her next year. But I leave at 2 so I can get me a preem spot in the carpool line, because when they start calling carpool numbers, I want to be in that first group. I want to be in that first group so we can be up out of here, so we can make it home, so we can go ahead and cook and eat dinner. Like, leaving the house at 2. When her school gets out, head straight home. Maybe have about 15-20 minutes, start cooking, eat dinner, wrap it on up, head on upstairs, let them have a little bit of playtime. 7:15, 7:30, we shutting everything down. Go brush your teeth, go get your shower, bedtime story, good night by 8:30. You know what I mean? Like, we very much have our kids on a schedule, because I feel like in order to be successful in every avenue of your life, you gotta have a schedule. Also, leaving my house at 2 gives me about 2 hours sitting in carpool to work. And when people say you sit in carpool for 2 hours, yeah, I mean, I work for myself. I can work wherever I want to, and it's like a double positive, because A, I'm occupied because I'm working, and then B, I know that I'm not going to be far back in the carpool line. So when Tegan first started at this school, I wasn't up on game of how important those first few spots in carpool was. I think I was leaving the house at like 2:45 to get there. And when I left at that time, I was way back in the carpool line. And granted, the time at home versus the time there is equal to the same. But when the carpool line starts moving at dismissal, I don't like being in traffic. And being in carpool is akin to being in traffic. I gotta sit there with my foot on the brake, and I'm taking off the brake, and I'm putting on the brake, and I'm taking off the brake. And I hate that. I can't stand that. I'd rather be parked in position. They come out, move us up, she gets in, and I'm gone. And that's that. Like, that's what I prefer. So the sacrifice is you gotta leave your house extra early. Now, what I don't like is it's a bunch of parents trying to take my spot in carpool, and that's not acceptable. These parents are getting there earlier and earlier. I'm like, I used to be number 1. Sometimes I'm number 2 or 3. Like, that's ghetto. Number 3 in carpool? Gross. And this carpool line is a double line. And I always opt for the right line so that I can see her coming out of the building. But the benefit of being in the left line is there's this huge tree that the placement of the sun at that particular time of day, if you're like first or second in the left line, you're right in the shade of that tree, so your car's not as hot. But You know, I've made my adjustments. I charge up my portable stroller fan from when the kids had strollers. I got my cup of ice water. I cracked my windows. I put up my sunshades to block out the sun. I try not to wear too much black. You know, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. It's a lot of responsibilities to be the king of carpool. Okay, but so yeah, I've gotten a lot of stuff done today that I did not film for reasons that I'll tell you about way later. But I think I've been doing pretty good documenting today. But yeah, I'm on the way to go hop in carpool. Now, the one thing that I'm missing to record this video is my music time. Like, this is the time when I crank up my music, when I turn up in the car, whatever I feel like belting out and singing. This is my time to do it. But I'm choosing to document my scatterbrains today. So, but yeah, at least the weather cleared up. I don't think it's 80 degrees right now, so it'll probably be a little warm in carpool today. But I'll check in with y'all once I get there and I get situated. All right, it is 10 minutes before Tegan's getting out. I'm hot. I've been I hope the mic is not recording from here. Let me leave this in. I've been doing work this whole time. I'm first. It's a little cloudy now, so one of the things about carpool is I get to watch all the people coming in and out of the school, and ooh, I tell you, some people look like they don't even bother to look at a mirror before they step out the house. And it's no judgment, because people might be going through stuff, but I mean, I just feel like, you know, it takes 5 minutes to put some care into what you put on. And granted, I'm in some sweatpants, you know, but hey, some people may think I look like a bum, but that's all right. I was watching, it's Wednesday. Do y'all watch Pop the Balloon or Find Love on YouTube? That's usually on Wednesdays in carpool. I make sure that I have the show pulled up, ready to go. And all this show does is further make me appreciate my wife and being married. Because the dating streets, the streets got potholes. The streets need asphalt. The streets need infrastructure. The streets need a lot of work. You know, I don't get it. Sorry. But the show is entertaining. I really like the show. But golly, I'm glad I'm not single. I don't know if I could, how I would fare being single right now. So they're about to move us up in a little bit. But yeah, it just seems like it's really, really difficult out here to date. Y'all let me know, those of y'all that are single and out here in these streets and these pools, is it difficult right now to date? Is it difficult? Y'all let me know. But yeah, so today's been a really productive day. I've gotten, for that client that I was talking about who finally came around, I have one last picture to sketch for her, and her book will be completely drawn. And then I gotta move on to color. I reached out to that other client to see if they realized that I had emailed them. And but yeah, today has been a very, very productive day. I like having a productive day, and I feel like my days are more productive when I get up at 4. Now, I'm probably not gonna get up at 4 tomorrow. I might, we'll see, but I feel like my most productive days are the days when I get up at 4, because I feel like it starts my day off correct. But yeah, so good day so far. All right, so we're moving up, claiming my rightful spot. Now I gotta wait to see if she's gonna come out quickly. That was an issue we were having at one point. Like, I'm first in line, which means when her number comes up on the board, it's first. But she was taking forever and a day to come out. It was the craziest thing ever. And so I had to tell her, I said, just start running. If they tell you you're in trouble, don't worry about it. Just start running to get to me, because when your kid doesn't come out in a certain amount of time, they move you to another area in a recall area. And anybody got time to be moving a recall when I'm first in line? I already done been here 2 hours. So we'll see how she does today. I picked her up early yesterday to take her to the orthodontist to get her spacers, but We'll see how she does today. Oh man. All right. And there she is. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, pretty girl.
Hi.
You have a good day?
Yeah.
What you got in your mouth? Oh, what was that? Did it fall? You got it. You got something in your mouth?
No.
Oh. Your nose stuffy? Oh. So she said I can go. Go ahead and sit down. I'm gonna leave.
Okay.
See, this is the other good thing about when you're first and when your daughter comes out super fast. They let me leave before everybody else. Everybody else has to wait extra time before they can pull off. Me and the car behind me leaving because Tegan was the second one out today. Good job, boo. That's what I'm talking about. Were you running?
Yeah.
Did you run the whole way?
Yeah. No.
Are you out of breath?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. You have a good day?
Yeah. Snack?
Oh, I gotta put the phone down. She said, chill without the talking. Where's my snack? It's a little wet. You got it?
Yeah.
Had to give her, oh gosh, I almost hit him. Had to give her the yogurt. And she was like, okay, with all that talking, where's my snack? You do anything fun today, boo? Well, all them buses trying to get out. I'm about to go to the right instead. I'm not about to wait on those buses. What's something fun you did today?
I went outside and I went to the playground.
Okay, so recess was fun today. Okay. All right, well, we are headed home. And I'll check in with y'all later. All right, so just gonna give y'all a quick update about our garden before we have dinner. I'm gonna start over here. This is our third year doing a garden. Might have to turn the irrigation on today because it rained earlier today, which y'all saw. But this is what our garden is looking like. All right, so right here we have pumpkin. Last year we were able to harvest a single pumpkin, so we're hoping for the same this year. In the net over here, these two containers are beets. You know, we do a lot of juicing, so we're gonna be juicing those. In the two containers above that, oh, look at all those bugs, all those flies. Goodness gracious. All right, anyway, in those two containers are carrots. The two containers, right here are romaine lettuce. Back here on camera, all right, that's kale. And then in those two in the back will be celery. All right, so out here, like I said, well, that's pumpkin. This is obviously corn. Not too sure how corn is doing. It's brown. It's done this every year. So we're gonna just kind of wait and see. So if anybody knows anything about growing corn, feel free to let us know. We have some marigolds to help keep the bugs away. We built this trellis the other day to help with the way things are growing. Both of these right here are cucumber plants. Let's see if I can. Okay, so back here on this side, you can see we already have some coming in. One right there. There's another right there. Cucumber has always done really well for us. This is watermelon. It is not doing that great. We're not really sure. We think that's not gonna probably go anywhere. This is bell pepper, and this is green bean. Doing really well. It's the first time we've done green bean, so it's definitely going up the trellis super fast. And then we have another corn over here. And as you see, we got an irrigation system from Amazon. It is a lifesaver. You just set it up, and then we go and turn the hose on to water for however long we want to. You can change the settings on how much it sprays. So, yes. It is a Thompson Garden 2025. Well, this will probably be the last video for today. The children are out in the loft playing. Carmen's doing something on her phone. I'm playing this Disney solitaire game. They have about 13 minutes before everything gets shut down. Tegan decided to take her a shower early. So Carter will go in there and take his. Do story time, bedtime.
Stop bumping into my butt.
So, good day. Thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. Leave a comment. Hit the bell notification if you have any. If you want to stay informed. Yeah, I know I'm still remembering all of this. And yeah, I'll wake up tomorrow and do it all over again. All right. Thanks for watching my day. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.